welcome to our channel. Welcome to our live stream for today. For those who are joining us for the first time, welcome. We are Trails of the Odongos. Yes, welcome to our live stream for today. We are the Trails of the Odongos, a channel that shares our family vlogs on simple family living, on our family faith journey, and also on our family travel adventures. And today on our live stream, we have an interesting topic that we want to share with you, a story that we went through as a family, and that is our worst experience traveling with kids to our African village and back. Yes, our worst experience traveling with kids to our African village and back. What we learned the hard way, lessons that we learned the hard way. So today with me is my wife, Regina. I am Ken, and together we are the Trails of the Odongos with our two kids, and we wish to just share with you our story or experience of what we encountered when we were traveling with kids, and we hope that it will be able to prepare you or prepare other parents for what not to do, and also we hope that you relate with this content, especially with kids getting sick, the tantrums they throw, forgotten items. We've all been there. And also share with you some emotional and funny stories that we encountered. Yes, and we hope that it is something that you're searching currently, that is traveling with kids, village life vlogs, that is going to the village and family road trips fails. So stay tuned, and we hope you'll be able to enjoy. For those who are watching us for the first time, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly feel free to click on the subscribe button. Please subscribe to our channel. Help us be able to reach a number that we can be monetized and also be able to reach to as many people as possible. And also, like these, we have so many videos that we've already managed to create, around 30 so far. Our channel is just 1 month old, so you're still new in the game, and we hope we'll learn and improve as we go by. And also, you can also support us to be able to help us to get new gears, vlogging gears, and improve the quality of our channel. You can become our patron if you so wish. The link is in the our channel description. And maybe if you just want to support us one time, we also have a buy me a coffee link, which is also in our channel description. So we hope you'll be able to enjoy today, and I'll give it to my wife just to be able to do her thing, that is the special shout outs to our subscribers and also those who have managed to comment. Yes.
Thank you so much. As my husband has shared, we are Trails of the Odongo, and we are happy to be with you today. So far, we've managed to reach 210 subscribers, which we are so grateful for your support. And we are so thankful as we continue with the journey. You are part of our family. We are so much grateful. Let's continue together sharing and subscribing to our new viewers and our returning subscribers. So thank you so much. Feel free to join as we share our story. Thank you.
Yes. Now, without wasting much time, I'd wish us to start our topic for today, which it's our worst experience traveling with kids to our African village and back. So maybe we tell them where our village is. Should we tell them? No, we tell them the exact location. Yeah. So we stay in the city. We are from Kenya in East Africa, and we stay 400 kilometers.
Yeah, it's 400.
Yes, 400 kilometers, 400 kilometers plus from our village. Yes, and there's this time that we traveled back home, and when we traveled home, it was a really bad experience that we encountered, and we were traveling with kids for the first time on a long distance journey. And maybe you can tell them how the journey started, where we are going.
First,
Yes.
Before we even prepare the journey, we were also new parents. So we've stayed in the city for long, pretty long.
Yes.
Like how many years? Five
Around
years
five
before
years.
we.
Yes, 5 years.
5 years. Now we decided to just go and visit.
Yes.
It was wrong,
Yeah.
long, tough,
Yes.
but it was the worst, like the worst experience.
Yes.
Because now by that time we had 2 kids.
Yes.
The experience was extremely.
It was not good at all.
It was not good at all.
Yes.
Like the journey was too long, especially for me. Me personally,
Yes.
you maybe you are used to.
Yes, I'm used to the distance,
Yeah.
the long distance.
Yeah.
For me, I come from that is the western part of our country,
Yeah.
and my wife comes from basically near the city.
Yeah.
So for me, it is part of my life, just traveling that long distance. But for her, it was a new experience together with the kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very long. Yeah, it was very long distance. So the experience for me, it was tough. Sitting the whole night. Like, at what time did we?
The bus departed at around 10 p.m. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we arrived.
12, yeah.
We arrived at around 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Yeah. So it's a
That's
very long
12
distance.
hours.
Yeah, 12 hours.
Yeah. Wow.
So basically the distance is almost 400 kilometers from where we stay.
Yeah.
And for my wife and our kids, basically it was a new experience because of the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very, very far place. And that meant there are things that we were supposed to have done so that we didn't have the experience that we had as parents traveling with kids in long distance.
Yes.
To African village.
Yeah.
Yes. So what really happened? Where are we going? And maybe you can share.
We were just going to home to visit because we've been staying like in the city for so long.
Yes.
So we were trying to. It was on holiday time there where our kids now the school they are crossed. Like we wanted to just go and stay there at least to just move from this city to experience another area.
Yes, another area.
Yeah. So what we did is just like we planned like how many months did we plan?
We planned for almost 3 months that trip. And we planned everything we had because it's a very long place. So you have to buy things in advance. So we had to buy we had to plan like you have to buy like let me just share with our viewers. For us in Africa, when you're traveling back to the village, so maybe you left the village like for me 5 years back. So when you're going back to your village mates, you want to show them that at least there's some improvement in your lifestyle or something like that. Yes. So you buy a lot of things. You have to buy new clothes. You have to make sure your wife and your kids are looking nice. You have to, even at home, you have to buy a lot of things because you don't even stay there that much. So it takes a lot of preparation. Like just buying the things and the transport cost, it really costed us a lot of money to be able to do that trip.
For me, I'll just call it a poor planning.
Yes.
Yeah. Whereby we bought
Yes. But you see, yes, as much as it is poor planning, we had a lot that you were supposed to have done, and that being the fact that the distance is so long that you take a lot of things to be able just to prepare. You have to prepare a lot. Just going back to the village, for us in Africa, it takes a lot. You have to do a lot of preparation.
Yeah, in short, we were just we wanted to visit.
Yes.
We wanted to visit because there was an event was supposed to be. We had
It was Christmas. It was Christmas that the activity that was going on. We had it was what you are traveling for in the village was that it was during Christmas. So we were going back home to be able to have to enjoy the festive with my parents.
Since the holiday it's too long.
Yeah, it was too long. Yeah. So maybe you can share with us how many we were in the vehicle like that. Yes.
The whole vehicle, my family.
Us, the family.
Oh, it was
for our viewers to understand where the story is coming from.
Yeah, we are a family of 4.
Yes.
Me, my husband, and our 2 kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe I can tell also our viewers, for me, just being the person who was taking my family to the village, there's a dream or a vision or a plan that I had. I wanted them to have the best experience. I wanted them to enjoy the experience, just traveling back home, seeing the scenery and everything. Yes. So to me, that was the plan. I had a dream. I knew that people are going to have so much fun just traveling, going to the village, seeing where daddy comes from, going to the African village, seeing how life is, in the African villages and in Kenya. And so that was my dream plan. That is what I wanted. But that is not what happened. So
for me also,
yeah,
as a woman or as a wife, I'm not used to that place.
Yeah.
So you wanted also for me to experience the
new place.
The new place.
Yes.
That, but it didn't.
It didn't happen. So just as my wife was sharing, now the journey started. The journey started at around 10 p.m. and we arrived at 6 a.m. in the morning. Yep. And we had children. It was our first time traveling with kids as parents, young parents. And the distance being 400 kilometers, now the chaos started. So first of all, just getting from the house to the city center where we could board the bus, it was a really hectic moment, especially for me as a man, making sure that everybody is safe. The children have crossed the roads. My wife is safe because she was carrying one of the little ones. And also you have to make sure you have all the luggages at hand. So we had to take a taxi from our house to the city center to be able to board the bus. And now there's a lot of pressure that comes with boarding these African buses because they don't have they do have an exact time when they're departing, but there's something that usually happens. At times you find like when you are late, maybe with only 5 minutes, you'll find they always keep time. But when you are so early, you've come to the bus station like even 1 hour, those buses will delay even 2 hours extra. So I've never understood that one. So for me, I had the pressure like I wanted us just to be able to be inside the bus so that I can settle. That's the thing that usually goes on with me.
Now for me, my part now is now you as a man, that was your pressure. Now for me as a woman, another pressure is that before you woke them up, they had the struggle. They are not even waking up. They are so sleepy. Preparing them is hard.
Yes.
I want to be on time. And also women, we are too slow. in our preparations.
Yeah.
Forgive me. In our preparation, we are too slow. You want this, you've not picked this. Kids are on your side.
Yes.
All those things, and all of us, we are looking at.
Yeah, you are looking at me. All of you are looking at me.
Yeah.
So anyway, we board the bus.
Yeah.
So after boarding the bus left very late. And mark you, these buses usually keep time. So much time. That's the wonder of African buses.
Yeah.
They left so late, almost 2 hours plus. So we left, it was supposed to leave at 8, but it left at 10, basically. So after leaving at 8, so the planning is usually like for us going to our African village, that is where I come from. We always even prefer that one that leaves even at 10, because we know by the time it arrives at our village, it will be morning time. So at least you'll be safe, because we don't want to alight with luggages with the kids very dark in the African villages, because there's a lot of bad things that might happen to you. So anyways, the journey started. So being the first time African, as African parents and mom and dad traveling with kids who are very long distance. So our kids were, at first they started sleeping. Then it reached a point where now they were awake. They were like, they want phones, they want this, they want that. So you're trying to sleep at the same time. You have to make sure there's a time I remember they slept. Our son slept. And now our worry was like, he doesn't sleep and fall over on the seats. Because he's a deep sleeper. Yeah. So it's like, if you don't look, he might even sleep and roll and fall on the walkway of the bus. Yeah. So it was challenging because it is a night travel, so you have to stay awake. I'm looking at our son. My wife is so tired carrying the child also, the other child. She's asleep also. And for my wife, maybe you can share the challenge, like you have to carry the child for that distance.
And she was so heavy.
Yeah, she was so heavy.
Hey, my thighs.
Yes.
And even the seats also, they were not that much comfortable.
Yes, true.
So my back, my thighs, and the weight.
Yeah, the weight, yes.
So I was trying just to, because now I have started the journey.
Yes.
I have to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, the other side, my son is there, you are there.
Yes.
Trying to manage, but
you try to manage everything
at the same time.
That is so true.
And when it comes to the weaker side,
yes,
like the falling asleep,
yeah,
there is nowhere to sleep. That one was too heavy for me.
It was a lot of work. Yeah. So basically, I can remember there's a point where the bus usually stopped. That is in Nakuru. Nakuru is a town in Kenya. I think the third largest town in our country. So at that point, usually the buses stop, and then you have a small short break. Now at this point is where you realize you have a short break. Your kids, they're not ready for that short break. Yeah, they're asleep. And you remember, if they don't go for that short break, the next stop is in the village, which is almost another 300 kilometers. And the bus will not stop for them. So that is the challenge, like for me.
And the time was too short.
Yeah, the time is almost 10 minutes.
And imagine now you cannot leave the kid in the bus.
Yeah, true.
We have to.
You can't leave the child alone in the bus. You have to make sure somebody's looking after them.
You have to give each and everyone
a time.
Then just rush.
Yes.
And again at your time, then pick the kids also.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe our viewers can tell us where you travel in your country. Do you have long distance travels? And when you stop, how do you handle your kids? Do you leave them in the bus alone, or maybe you have somebody look after them? How is security in your country? Maybe they can also share with us and tell us. Yes, so going on with the story, then we arrived at the village. Now, where the chaos started, that was on our way going, is when we arrived. So when we arrived, our home is it's deep in the village, but there's a town center where we arrived first, which is like a sub. I'm sharing the story because I'm the one who knows the location first. So there's a town before you reach our village where is like the main center. So at that main center, these bus drivers usually, because they are so tired, they have driven the bus all through the night, all the night, and they don't have an assistant. And even that center, it is still very early, so they don't have an assistant. So they usually advise people, if you know you are not going to reach the destination, you are going to alight in between this point and destination, then you'd rather remove all your luggages from the undercarriage, the boot, and bring them inside. So this is where our problem was. We had done a lot of shopping because we were going to the village. And now I am the man, I am tired, and we have like 4 boxes. There were around 4 big boxes that had a lot of things that we had bought to take to the village. And also the suitcases. So me trying to look for the suitcases, the challenge also comes when people are starting to alight. You have to wake up in Africa. When you are traveling in Africa and your luggage is on the undercarriage, make sure you wake up in the morning when people are alighting, because somebody can just pinpoint your luggage and take it with them. So so the driver was telling us, if you know your luggage is there, please remove it and bring it inside the bus. And that bus, imagine everybody bringing their luggages, and the luggage is so heavy that you cannot even carry it on the stairs of the bus. And there are 4 of them. So it was a disaster. I tried just in the morning, nobody's helping you. The loading guys who are loading the buses are no longer there. They loaded the buses in the city. So now you're in the village. They cannot help you. It is you with your nice clothes to carry those luggages and put them down. Yeah, it was a big challenge. And now I was doing it alone. My wife could not help me. Our kids could not help me, So it was really a bad experience. Yes, it was really a bad experience. So maybe you can also share coming back now, which is the real chaos. And before you tell us that...
There is a point.
There's a point I'm forgetting.
Yes.
Share.
Now,
yes.
Before we even reach at home, we decided not to continue with the same.
With the bus,
If you can share.
Yeah, I forgot, sorry. We decided to alight at the bus, and yet we had not reached our destination. So we took a taxi, which was another expense that we had not planned for. So we took a taxi, we found a cab, and took a taxi now to around 60 kilometers from where we were, now to the village. Now the taxi also, when we arrived at our homestead, the taxi refused to take us to the house, to the doorstep.
Imagine.
Because the taximan was complaining that the bush is going to scratch his car. The road was so narrow. Because the bush had overgrown. We had stayed for so long without going home. Yes.
And now he was complaining the car might
be scratched.
So we have again to offload
everything again and carry now
one by one to the house. It was a long journey. It was
a really long journey.
Now you have to drop one by one.
Yes.
And again, you have to be there. You live with the other luggages, one by one,
and take to the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was very.
It was a bad experience, and being the first time, just trying to take our kids, traveling with kids, it was not a good experience. And in fact, it is one experience that made us decide to buy a car, to buy our own car in the first place. Yes. Now the real trouble came when you were coming back. That is the real deal. And before I share, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly consider just supporting us by subscribing. Help us to reach 1,000 subscribers. Currently at 210, and we are so grateful for the 210 souls who have seen it, deemed it fit to be able to join in our journey. We are Trails of the Odongos, and in our channel we share just family vlogs, simple family vlogs, our lifestyle here in Africa. And we hope to inspire someone out there, to motivate and also to entertain. So today we are sharing our vast experience traveling with kids back to the village and back to the city. And we hope we'll be able to maybe share something that you'll learn. If you're coming to Africa, traveling back to your village, maybe you can relate or maybe you can learn something. Yes. So will you tell us how the problem, how it came when you were coming back.
Yeah. It was this day when you prepared very, very well.
Yes.
Like you went and booked the buses, and you came back with the tickets.
Yes.
Me and my kids, now we prepared nicely.
Yes.
Waiting for the journey going back to the city. We woke up very early in the morning. It was around 5 in the morning, if I'm not wrong.
We were traveling in the evening.
5 in the evening?
Yeah, we were traveling in the evening, and we woke up early in the morning, yes.
Then we washed all the,
the bus was for the evening.
Yeah, it was for the evening. So we prepared like the whole day, and we were able to reach to the bus station.
Yes.
Now the problem started there.
Yes.
Whereby our bus was there.
Yes.
The bus that we were supposed to
board.
Was already there. Then there is this is it a
boy or somebody, just somebody who works there. I don't know.
From their offices.
From their office, yes.
Yeah, and I remember you asking him whether is this our bus. But we didn't check on our receipts bus number.
Yes,
the
plate number or something.
Yeah. So, and the guy told us this is not the
bus.
After 30 minutes, the bus
left.
Now we are waiting for the wrong one.
Now we're waiting for the wrong bus. Now, the experience is so, I don't know, we felt like, we felt so bad because it was a festive season. And even coming back to the city, there's a lot of traffic coming back to the city in Africa, in Kenya, Africa. During festive season, like the cities, everybody in the city lives for their villages. And now, even during coming back after the festive season, everybody's traveling back. So getting a ticket is a problem. So imagine, I'd even done everything and gotten the tickets. And now we have prepared. We have said our goodbyes. We have now traveled from our house to the remember, there's a destination, which is a town center in our village, which is some 10 kilometers from where we come from. So we had to go on the opposite direction of where the city is now, just to be able to board the bus early enough, instead of waiting for it to come for us at the roadside. We didn't want that hassle. So we thought we were doing the right thing by going to the village center. So reaching there, the bus was there. The bus that we were supposed to board was basically there, right there. And for me, because I looked at the ticket, I saw the time, I knew it was almost 1 hour 30 minutes before we board the bus or depart. So I didn't even think that this might be the bus, because the bus that comes there, it just comes to pick and then it turns, so it doesn't stay there.
And the funny thing, the buses are the same.
Yeah, they're the same color. Only the numbers are different. So we asked one of the staff if this is the bus that is supposed to take people departing at this time. Then this guy told us, no, this is not your bus. You wait. And even check the receipt. And he told us, no, this is not your bus. You wait for the next bus, is the one that is supposed to depart at 7 p.m. So for us, we waited, and we were just there, lounging around, playing. Waiting. We were just playing around there, waiting, doing our things. We bought some sodas, some fresheners we took. And then that bus left. It is festive season. And you know, that particular company, which is reputable, they even have spare buses. And now during festive, they're using even the spare buses. So basically, if you miss your bus, that is it. And you have to wait for 2 weeks to be able to get another bus.
Because you have to book.
You have to book. And when you book, you find they're already booked past 2 weeks. So what happened? We waited. Now, when the next bus came, it was the one that was supposed to leave at 8 p.m. So ours was already in the main center, in town center, which is now 30 kilometers. It has already left our village center. It is starting its journey heading back to the city. So it had already left, but at least it was in the main center now.
But remember, this one, the second one cannot board And
Yes. That's what I'm trying to tell them. Yeah, I was heading there telling them, like, even the bus, the one that we were supposed to board was already in the main center. Now the one that was there with us was the bus that was to carry the 8 p.m. people, and it was fully booked. Now it came to carry a few people from our village. It heads to the town center to carry other people. It will be filled by the time it reaches the biggest city, which is Kisumu. So when we went to board, we were shocked, being told this is not our bus, and we've been here since 5 p.m. We were there, and our bus was there. Nobody bothered to even ask us, you people, you are here, why are you still here? Which bus are you boarding?
And
no
even
staff.
The seats,
yes,
the number of the seats, they are already occupied.
The number of seats on our ticket are already occupied, and now we have kids. You know, if you are alone, you can manage, but now you have kids. I tell you, it was a disaster. You have kids, you don't know what you can do, you don't know what you can say. You have already spent all the money you have on the festives. Schools are about to open next week. It was a disaster.
And when already you can even check, the mistake is not theirs. It's our mistake.
It is our mistake, though one of their staff advised us, it misled us. So what happened? We were told, just board this bus. We tried to chase your bus, which was now like 1 hour ahead of us now. So we are boarding a bus where the seats are almost occupied. You sit on a seat, the owner comes. When the owner comes, you have to stand up. Now, you know, as a man, as the head, I'm now looking for a seat for my kids first, my wife's, me. I was basically the last person, because my wife has to sit because she's carrying a child. Then our son also has to sit. He cannot stand 400 kilometers. He can't. And now we don't have any other means of taking another bus. So the journey started. It was the worst experience we've ever had, traveling to our African village with our kids. It was the worst experience. Now the journey started. Now our journey, we are not even comfortable in the bus.
You know, they were just looking like at us, like, you can't afford. No. They don't know.
It's not even like that. I can't say it like that they were looking at us, because from experience, what the feeling was like, these people are stranded, because they know very well, even if you have money, you cannot get another bus. There are no buses at that particular time. Almost to 1 week, you can't get a bus. The only option is to go to now Kisumu, which is the nearest biggest city. You wait for other different buses or other means to take you to the city. So that was their only concern, because they know at that time buses are fully booked, so there's no way you'll get another bus. So the option we had that they were doing for us was, they were carrying us to the next stage. You reach the next stage, you have to alight. If the bus is not full, you enter, you move to the next stage, like that until we reach the city. So for me, when we reached the town center of our village, I refused. And I told these people, look, this is not right. I have kids. Our kids by then are sleeping, and they are very heavy. And you are worried, how are we going to get to the city? So they told us, let us board this bus. We are taking you to, because your bus is already in Kisumu and it is going empty. So what we are going to do, we are going to exchange. In Kisumu, they are supposed to carry certain people. So those people will be told to board that bus, the ones who are supposed to board the bus you are in right now, and then your spaces will be exchanged. But the problem, the number was not the exact number as because we were 4. But now maybe they find only 2 seats. Now they wanted us to board separate buses. So we went and reached to Kisumu city. So when we reached to Kisumu, which is a town in the third largest town, second largest or third thereabout in Kenya, we were told now we cannot continue, because now we were sitting a seat where people are supposed to sit 6. We were sitting 7 people. So for me, I cannot even say what happened. My wife at least found a seat, because people had empathy on her, because she's a woman and carrying a child. So they gave her a seat. Now, me and my son, we had to stand. So reaching the bigger city, we were told, like, now, me and my son will have to alight, and we don't know when it will come.
And I have to go alone.
And now my wife has to the kids and also with all the luggages that are in the undercarriage. So my worry was, how is she going to manage in the city alone? Like removing the luggage, carrying the child, hustling in the city, getting a vehicle to take her to the house. Oh man.
And remember, guys, I'm new in the city.
Yes.
I'm not used to the city.
And she's not used to the city center.
Yeah.
Aye, man. So it was the worst experience. So we insisted, we made a lot of noise, and they listened to us. Some of the officials came and told us, if we travel like this, when the bus reaches a certain stage, the police, they usually check, the driver will be arrested, it's overloading. Because now for me, I said, I'll even sit on this underway. I'll make sure we travel together as a family. Yeah. We are not being separated in any way. Because I knew the luggage my wife was not going to manage. And also I knew there's no way I could put my son on a different bus and leave my son to travel alone. That was also not possible.
There is no way
also, I could not leave my wife with 2 kids and also with so many luggages to travel alone. So there was no option. The other option was for us to alight, but that also option was also not there because we didn't have another financial option to book another bus. It was a disaster.
It was a disaster because the bus is 4 seats, 3 seats.
Yeah, they only had 3 seats.
No, for us to board another one,
we needed 3 seats.
3 seats.
Yeah, because our youngest daughter was being carried. Yeah. But now the bus we were using only had 2 seats, but we had 3. So that meant, no, it only had 2 seats. So it only had 1 seat for you. So for me, I shared with somebody decided to squeeze for me at the farthest end. Yeah. They squeezed themselves, and now I sat on the edge of that particular seat. No, they gave us 2 seats. Sorry. And now because the distance, because they gave us 2 seats, and we needed 3 seats. So what had to happen is I had to either carry my son or share with my son the seat. So the problem, my son is a little bit tall. So for me, I sat, and he sat on you. Yeah, and he sat on me, and I had to sit on an angle because it reached a point where it was so heavy I didn't manage to carry him because he was also sleeping. So I let him sit on the seat, and then me, I squeezed just one side of my buttocks. I think it is not bad to mention it here. So one side of my buttocks.
Very uncomfortable.
I sat with one side of my buttocks from one city to another, which is 400 kilometers at night. By the time I reached the city, my buttocks had
turned to
a stone. And it was so painful, I could not even walk.
You were just walking on a sideways.
I was walking on a sideways like a truck that has been knocked off. Yeah. And it was the worst, man.
Sure, I experienced that, but still, there is this thing that that guy was insisting that the checkups were there. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. The checkups were
the checkups were indeed there. And in fact, they came to us and we told them there's no way. We are not giving up. Our seat had gone. The mistake, yes, it is partly ours and partly theirs. So we are not budging. We said we'll travel like that. No matter how uncomfortable, we will go. I cannot leave my family to travel alone.
And remember, now when you were traveling back, the time for school was so close. There is no way we could postpone.
And I also had to report to work the next day. So there's no way I could miss. I could not maybe leave our son behind. Because the option they were giving us is to let our son travel in a different bus. Because for me, my problem is I could have left my wife with the kids. But now we had luggage. There was so many luggage. And me remaining behind, I was not assured of when I will travel. So it was at night. So I could have even found an extra seat the next day. So it meant that my wife, one way or another, she was going to reach town ahead of me. And there was no way she was going to hustle with all the luggages that we had in the bus. Yes, it was nearly impossible for her to do it. Yeah, so it was a really bad experience, our worst experience, traveling with our kids to our African village. Yes.
Yeah.
So, what are the lessons that you want to share with what are the lessons that you want to share? Mhm.
Maybe there is somebody out
Maybe
there.
before to the our lessons, yes, like what we'll never do again. eh? We can also share what we'll always do from now on, and they must have gears that you need to have when traveling with kids. Yes. So when I start, maybe we can just share some of the mistakes that we did, some of the mistakes that we did. Yes. So maybe I can start. I'll say that mistake number one was poor planning. We were really poor planners. I think we underestimated a lot of things. We bought too many things, too many households and groceries in the city. And you see, we had not gone home for 5 years, so we were not home and developed. Because right now in our countryside, we have even supermarkets everywhere. We have supermarkets, we have big shops closer to our homestead.
Yeah.
So when we were doing all this, we did not know that currently at that particular moment, there were so many supermarkets in there.
Just and buy it there.
Yeah, so instead of buying things in the city, then you have a lot of luggages.
Yeah.
We could have just bought those things in the town centers.
Yeah, even the following day.
Yes, so even for our viewers, maybe viewers, if they are watching us from overseas, maybe the UK, the US, and you're planning to come back home right now in Kenya, and maybe in so many other African countries, they've really developed, and now you don't need to carry a lot of groceries and household items from big cities. You can just go and buy them in the near small towns. They already have all the basic amenities that you can need. You can find all the varieties of items you need from the supermarket. You'll find them there. So you don't need to carry a lot of luggage from big cities.
I think we overdo it because we've stayed wrong here.
Yes, yes.
In the city, and yet now we were trying to fix the dates.
Yeah.
And buy a lot of
things.
Yes,
that will last us for the whole duration. Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Yes. Then mistake number two, maybe you can also.
I think mistake number two is overpacking.
Yes.
Like we carried a
lot of luggages.
Luggages, of which we could even just carry a few.
We carried a lot of things to the village.
Yes.
Then another one is we ignored the comfort of our kids and ourselves. So by comfort here, I remember, because we were traveling at night, so we assumed it will be too cold. And yes, it's usually cold when you're coming back to the city, not going. So you find our kids were not that comfortable because they were wearing a lot of jackets.
We dressed them.
Yes, they were putting on jackets and so many things that made them to be so uncomfortable. Yes.
So they were so disturbing. Like they were trying.
They were sleeping just for some few minutes, and then they wake up, then they start causing problems.
Yeah.
Then another mistake that we did when we were traveling with our kids to African village was we had no entertainment plan for the kids. Basically, we knew they would sleep. We knew since we're traveling at night, they were going to sleep.
Like they usually.
Yeah. Like in the house, they usually sleep very fast. So we thought.
I forgot that the bus is different with the beds.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we thought that, now when we travel with them, they'll just sleep. So no need for entertainment. And now it is a mistake that we did. Yes. Another mistake that we did was poor communication. You know, when we made the mistake, when the bus left us in the station, we assumed. We just asked one person and assumed. We ought to have counter-checked the receipt and also checked the bus, and also maybe asked the bus drivers and even asked the receptionist. We ought to have done more than just relied on one information. So I think just the communication aspect of it was not okay. Or
we could find a way to reach the next bus, the previous one.
The mistake that we did was like the mistake for us to be left by the bus was that we relied on one person as our source of information. So I think when you are coming and traveling to Africa, using the African buses, please seek more information. Don't rely on one source of information. When you ask for direction, or when you ask when your bus is departing, try to ask as many people as possible. Don't just rely on one information. Yes.
Maybe for him, he was not aware of what we are even asking for.
Yes.
Even the help.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Another mistake that we did was lack of finance. We did not have enough finance. We spent a lot of money in the villages. When you are traveling to your African village, I'll advise you as parents, carry some extra cash for any emergency. Yes, that's what we did.
Yeah, for me that experience also hit me because since we have already booked, now I thought now it's
done. Everything
is done.
Okay.
It's like it's okay.
Yes.
But it was not like what we were thinking.
True.
Yeah.
Yes. Then another mistake that I think we also did was we planned our trip during the festive seasons, and here in Africa, especially in Kenya, East Africa, festive season is a big thing. During Christmas or Easter holiday, if you are coming to Africa, try to plan your journey during off seasons or off peak seasons, because during that season it is hectic. And being new or you've been away from Africa for a very long period of time, you might be shocked, or you might find yourself in the same situation you are in. So try to plan your holiday trips to the villages off season, so that you don't have the same problem that we had.
Maybe for those who are traveling, must travel during the festive season, maybe the first or the second week, you can even plan up to there. From second to third, or from second, third, fourth week, don't even try.
True.
That one is the worst.
Yeah, that is the worst.
Yeah.
Yes. Then the last mistake that we can acknowledge that we did, we were underestimating the needs of our kids. Yeah, we thought that our kids will just sleep the entire journey. But you realize that they will sleep only for a few minutes. At times they get angry. At times they get bored. They were becoming uncomfortable very fast, because it was their first experience traveling long distance. So it was not something that they were used to. Yeah, so that was some of the mistakes we did when we were traveling to our African village with our kids. Yes, so do we have any solutions that we can share?
I think we have solutions.
We have solutions, of course, yes.
Yeah.
We have solutions that we want to share with you. So when you make your travel, when you travel with kids to your African village, or maybe you're coming for a vacation, we want to share with you solutions that will help you to avoid going through what we went through, the worst experience traveling with kids to our African village. Yes, the lessons that we had to learn the hard way. And we hope that you will also at least learn something, and you won't have to go through such experience. Yes. So, number one, solution of what you need to do. Yes. For us, I think we ought to have packed some things for the kids, entertainment things. Yes. You can pack maybe coloring books. Yes.
Yeah, you can pack coloring books.
Yes.
Have a music playlist.
Yes.
Headphones.
Tablets.
Yes,
that is for the kids.
At least you entertain them. They were so bored.
Yes. They get bored very fast. And if you don't have any source of entertainment for the kids, traveling to African villages is not that easy, especially long distances. So you need to have some form of entertainment for your kids. Then another thing is you need to pack smart and leave non-essential items. So for us, the lessons we learned is that right now we always leave some clothes at home, right?
Yeah. Only that if you want to leave those clothes there, make sure you visit frequent. At least now we have that experience that we don't take too long before we visit again, because children also, they outgrow.
Yeah, they outgrow.
Yeah.
Yes, but carrying some clothes and leaving them in the village, it will help you to reduce your luggage. You won't have to carry a lot of luggage going to the village. Then you can also, we learned to plan our trips well. That is, we right now we don't carry groceries or shopping to the village. We just travel light, and when we reach in the village, we go and buy those things there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another one is dress kids in soft
Layers clothes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
bring small pillows. Yeah, for their comfortability, and they are not that they don't become so tired and bold also. Yeah.
Then also, when coming to Africa, traveling to the African villages in long distances, please do proper research on the vehicles, the reliable vehicles. Yes, make sure you use a bus company that is reliable, that even if you are stranded, they're able to give you a backup or a solution. So to avoid disappointment, please research on the vehicle you're using, especially in Africa. Africa is not like Europe. We see Europe in the TVs, what they do. Their buses are on time, they're organized. Here, a bus might look organized, but wait until you get stranded is when you realize that you're in Africa. Yes, things get you'll find nightmare when you get stranded. And also, we also learned that when in Africa, traveling in Africa, always ask even the bus drivers about your bus and departure time, and counter check with the reception. Don't assume. Like if your bus ticket is saying you're supposed to leave at 7, don't assume that at 7 they'll leave. When you come to Africa, you realize that the ticket might say the bus leaves at 7 p.m., but it will leave even at 9 p.m. Or it might even leave at 6 p.m. before the time. Or you might arrive and find somebody on your seat. So always, be careful, ask. Don't even ask one person. Try to ask, especially the bus drivers. When you see a bus driver with a uniform, you can go and share the ticket, just show, is this my bus? They know how to check, they'll tell you. Go to the reception, also check. Also, maybe there's somebody announcing the departures, you can also check. So don't rely on one source of information.
And also, you try to be there 1 hour earlier, at least for you not to be stranded.
True.
Yeah.
And then always carry extra cash when traveling with the kids in Africa. When you're traveling with kids to the African villages, to avoid being stranded. The reason for this is not that you don't have cash, but when you travel to African villages, the villagers always believe that people coming from the city or the diaspora, they have money. So you might think that the money you have is okay, like, I already booked the bus ticket back, I've already finished my holidays, so I'm okay. No, have some extra cash for yourself, because you never know what will happen on your way back, especially with these buses of ours. Yes, so always carry extra cash. Yes.
And also, sometimes we have another habit here in Africa. Like when you have money, to avoid all those things, we book to and from. Sometimes. Now you have the date for going and coming back. Now you see, you realize you need a lot of money when it comes to being stranded now, because you might face challenges in between the journey. The bus might not be there on time, and maybe you have an appointment, maybe you pick another one, or a cab or something else. Be aware of all those things.
Yes, and finally, avoid traveling with kids to African villages during festive season. That is solution, the last solution that we learned. Just avoid it. If you can, go to the African villages, visit during off season. But if you don't want any problems, avoid. Because you realize in our country, even when you're traveling with private means, during that last minute rush, even the private means people, they sleep on the road, basically. So you spend your entire festive season for 2 to 3 days, a huge traffic snarl up for almost 300 kilometers. Nobody is going nowhere. So when you come to Africa, when you're traveling to your African villages, if you can, avoid traveling to African villages during festive seasons. Go as early as possible. Don't wait until the last minute to travel to your African villages. That is a lesson that we learned the hard way through an experience that we had when we were traveling with our kids to our African village in Kenya, East Africa. So those are the things we've learned. I don't know if I've forgotten one.
No,
Maybe two.
maybe I can add, like, if it's a must,
Yes.
we go home with our kids.
Mm.
Plan and budget
Yeah,
in
plan
a
and-
way
In a way, yes.
that you won't be stranded.
Yes.
Our kids also need to go home.
True.
We can't say that they are not going to visit the countryside at a festive season, but we also try to say, like, we are also trying to say, like, it's good for us. No, we are not saying that Africa is the worst experience of
Yes.
traveling is bad,
Yeah.
but
It is our experience. That's what we experience.
yeah, maybe someone out there has never traveled in a long distance
In
like us,
Africa, yes.
like us, and maybe experience may want to experience like us. So for me, that experience was the worst of the worst. But I thank God, at least now I know.
Yes, yes.
Now I know I have that experience. Even if now you can tell me just travel with the kids, I can manage.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Yes, there's always a time to learn and a time to correct ourselves.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to maybe ask our viewers, maybe they can share with us what's your worst travel story with the kids. Yes, what happened? How did you overcome? And what are the lessons that maybe you had? Also, we'll be able to share a free printable packing list for the village. Once it is ready, we'll add it in the description of this live stream. So feel free to click on the on that packing list for the village, especially when you're coming back to Africa, traveling to African villages, so that at least you can be able to know. We can also share some of the names of some of the reputable buses to travel with, especially in Africa, Kenya. Maybe you want to travel to the coastal region, or you want to go to the western part of our country. We'll also share on our packing list for the village just a small information or resource on some of the reliable buses that you can use. So once it is ready, you'll find it on the description, and feel free to use it to, if maybe you've been out of the country for so long and you want to know how to go about it, especially in the coming festive seasons. So up to now, we want to say thank you so much for all who've managed to join our live stream for today. Those who have managed to join, feel free, if you've not subscribed to our channel, support us by subscribing to our channel. Help us to reach 1,000 subscribers. And also tell us in the comment section if you enjoyed this live stream. Tell us where you watched us from. Tell us if you liked it, and also tell us where we can improve on. So otherwise, from our side, we want to say bye-bye for now. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
God bless you.
God bless you.